You can now launch an international teaching career and earn a globally recognized credential without ever leaving your living room. The people taking advantage of this remote pathway are incredibly diverse. Homemakers are re-entering the workforce, mid-career professionals are switching industries, and aspiring educators use these tools to transition into the classroom for the first time. The internet has certainly democratized access to the global classroom, but access and the desire to teach are secondary to the actual skill of effective education. We naturally assume that if someone is an expert in a subject, they can teach it. If you know history or advanced mathematics inside and out, it seems logical that you could explain it to a room full of students. But there is a massive difference between the hard logic of understanding complex equations and the psychological challenge of helping a frustrated child grasp those same concepts. Subject matter expertise cannot bridge that void on its own. This specific disconnect drives the current global teacher shortage. International schools and online academies are not struggling to find people who know math or English. They are struggling to find trained facilitators capable of actually transferring that knowledge. The modern crisis stems from a severe shortage of individuals trained in the precise architecture of how to deliver information, rather than a lack of the information itself. Historically, physical universities developed rigorous training frameworks to ensure local teachers met a baseline standard of quality. Today, that exact same rigor has been digitized, mapping those universal standards directly onto borderless online diploma programs. These programs use a structural blueprint to close the pedagogy gap, training candidates in classroom management, lesson planning, and child psychology. Once built, specialized pathways like TEFL act as targeted tactical variations attached to this main framework. Studying online does not imply a watered-down curriculum. These digital diplomas serve as highly optimized delivery systems for the exact same educational standards required by top-tier global schools. Getting certified from home follows a strict, pragmatic roadmap. Step 1 requires defining your target career outcome so you can match your ambition to the right track, whether that means managing a Montessori classroom or instructing adults online. Step 2 is vetting the training providers. You have to select an institute with recognized international accreditation and the digital infrastructure to actually support remote learners. Step 3 is the enrollment itself, which is a surprisingly low-friction digital process. It usually requires little more than basic identity proofs and standard academic transcripts to begin. Step 4 brings in the actual coursework. The asynchronous nature of these modules means candidates can absorb deep pedagogical theory and assessment strategies while still working their standard 9-to-5 jobs. Do not mistake flexibility for ease. Step 5 is a rigorous evaluation phase. Certification requires the active creation of lesson plans and case studies rather than passive video consumption. The true efficiency of this digital roadmap is that it demands absolute practical proof of your teaching capability while entirely removing the friction of geography. Submitting that final practical assignment triggers a definitive professional shift. You transition from someone who merely understands a subject into a certified, employable pedagogical professional. This status has immediate global utility, qualifying you as academic coordinators, international school teachers, and remote online educators. This chart shows the direct financial impact of that credential. While uncertified pre-primary teachers or local tutors might see compensation starting around 18,000 to 20,000 rupees a month, a certified international school teacher's earning potential scales toward 80,000 rupees and beyond. Modern education companies and international school boards rely heavily on global hiring algorithms that filter for these exact digital credentials. They are the baseline requirement that proves you are adaptable and ready for a modern classroom. An online international teaching diploma acts as a borderless passport, irrefutable proof that you have mastered